and welcome to this Warhammer 40k battle report with me, Mark, from the Xenoviz channel, and you have asked for him. And with me today is...
I'm Iain. Hello.
The dwarf is back. He's Iain. Hello. So this is going to be a Warhammer 40k battle report to do with our battle league that we've been doing over the last 6 to 8 months. It's going to be Space Marines, Iain's own chapter, versus... Tau Empire. Now there is a Tau list from the previous codex that hasn't been updated, so apologies if it seems a bit out of sync with the latest Tau rules and stuff like that. But it's to do with our battle league, and the lists are kind of locked into that. So it's 2,000 points of each army. We're going to show you the table, the rules, and the armies, and we'll get on with it. So today's mission is played on the Grass World theme. There seems to be a central location around this lava pit. Something has gone wrong. Probably an experiment. There's a few bits of cover around dotted, quite symmetrical. You can tell Iain did it with his OCD. So let's take a look at the rules and what game mission we're doing. So rolling for the mission today. It is number 2 on the Eternal mission. Purge the alien.
Purge the alien.
I think that's just kill points.
Kill points.
Woo! And Ian's going to roll for deployment. He normally gets the diagonal one. No, today will be hammer and anvil deployment. As you can tell, the sun is shining brightly.
The sun is shining.
Brightly illuminating the battle table. Unfortunately, this light bulb has blown, so we might have to do some top and tailing for this battle report. But I can assure you, I'm going to win. Just wanted to remind those that either haven't seen it before or not sure what we're doing with plasma rolls. Ian's chapter is called the Barbarians, and their chapter tactics are they don't take gets hot roll, so they don't have to worry about that with their plasma weapons. And also, if a plasma weapon is hit onto one of their units, that unit gets a 5-up invulnerable for when doing saves and stuff. So that's their chapter tactics. Whilst Iain is deploying his Tau over there, these Space Marines, I've deployed them here. I chose this side purely randomly through a dice roll just to be more fun, and Iain has this side over here. So, a unit of 10 tactical Marines with a sergeant with Power Fist.
Yeah, I think he's got a plasma weapon.
And a plasma little gun. I've got a unit of Devastators. The las cannon guy is actually looking the wrong way, so he won't be able to fire this turn. Jokes. Another unit of Devastators up there. A Land Raider with 5 Thunderhammer Storm Shields. That is the standard las cannon heavy bolter one. A Chapter Master person in the back, again with Thunderhammers and shields. A unit of bikes and I was going to say war bike.
No,
it's an attack bike. Too many orcs in my head. Attack bike with multi-melter, a unit of rangers, and then a unit of 10
They're
10 man.
They're not rangers.
That's the one. That's Elder. You can tell I play Space Marines. And a 10-man tactical squad, similarly kitted out. In reserve for this army will be 2 drop pods, and with the drop pods are 2 dreadnoughts, one with plasma cannon, one with las cannon. So hopefully that will give me some kind of advantage to all this Tau firepower that we'll show you in just a second. So there's some Tau there. We've got piranhas with no weapons.
They've got the things on, but
all the drones are everywhere. Then we've got some Pathfinders, Fire Warriors. I was going to call them broadside. No, Crisis Team. Again, one's looking the wrong way. The Commander. Is that your actual commander?
Yes, that's my actual commander.
Another Crisis Team. A lovely little pattern of 2 things there. 2 hammerheads. Any path? What's his name? Suarez. Louis Suarez. What's his name?
Long Striker.
Long Striker. Yeah.
So almost the right initials, even though his name's just one name.
What?
Again, this Tau list is an old list, so you might be wondering, oh, why is there a certain amount of Fire Warriors? You're not supposed to have that. Well, it's because it's old.
Yeah. Which one's this one?
That one's Sergei.
Sergei the Riptide. Another unit of Pathfinders and a unit of...
They're the broadsides.
They're the broadsides, looking to hurt the Space Marines. For night fighting, there's a lot of sunlight. And that is a night fight. I've rolled a 6 now, which means you can't steal the initiative. That's the rules.
But I can. See?
Ooh, it's a 3. So it will be Space Marines turn 1. Drop pod, turn 1. Las cannon 1 is going to go there. Direct hit, so if I had have done it there, it would have been fine. But the last cannon dreadnought is coming out. So movement has occurred. All the tactical marines have advanced forward, as has the bikers and the land raider. I've just checked range, and these guys with their plasma cannons can't do a lot. Forgot their range isn't very long, especially on this type of board deployment. So I'll come back to you after I've done the shooting phase. Like we said, we're running out a bit of a time before the sun goes down because that light bulb is blown. So, let's have a look at see how much Space Marines can do. So I've done half my shooting, and that's the pile of ones I'm putting over there because they've been bad dice. I've just rolled the Land Raider to hit against this hammerhead, and I hit, and then to penetrate, double ones.
Just like good old days.
The entire turn of shooting ended up being a complete failure of miss after miss after miss.
I had 1 dice out. 1 dice.
1 dice out. I managed to kill 2 of the broadsides, and they don't fall back on a double 1. So yeah, the Space Marines have failed completely in their shooting. It's completely my fault. I'm rubbish at rolling dice apparently again. So now let's go into Tau turn 1 and see what they can do. So yeah, that's the movement for the Tau. A few things have advanced. The commander, the hammerheads, Riptide, things have kind of pivoted to take down things. It's going to be First Blood and a couple of points for Iain in this turn. I'm guessing the Tau are going to get 4 points in this turn. That's what I'm going to guess. And they're going to win by turn 3. Just because I can't roll any dice. Interesting. So, end of the tap turn. The Dreadnought was destroyed, the drop pod was destroyed, and some of my units aren't where they were originally. Basically, Iain killed a few tactical marines, most of the bikes, 2 of the devastators, and those 2 units have fallen back now. So Iain got First Blood and killed two units. So you're on 3 points now. And honestly, the dice rolling has been horrendous from my side. I've not only failed to hit you, I failed to roll morale checks. 2 out of 3. And yeah, that's good. No, wait, it's not. Turn 2. Continue to fail with the rolling. The drop pod is still there because I failed to get it on, and a small chuckle came from Iain. So move things forward. That can go forward. I'm just going to see what I can do now for fun and just try and get some points. So that's all the shooting.
You managed to kill a broadside.
I killed a broadside, so in 2 turns of shooting, I've killed 3 models.
They have got 2 wounds each.
6 wounds.
Yeah.
So far, I've started collecting these. So yeah, that's literally all I've done. I failed to hit everything else, including wounding anything. Yeah, just can't do it. Just can't roll today. But these guys are going to assault, multi-assault, these 2 tanks. That means you're going to overwatch me.
Yeah, it does.
With those 2 units.
Yeah,
I'll just get this on camera just so people can see how magical it is.
Let's do him first.
Okay.
The purple's twin linked. Boom.
Okay. And the other one, the crisis team.
These are all twin linked.
Okay. Successful so far. That's 1. Oh, that's another one. 2, an extra 2. So that's 3. This is what I'm dealing with, guys.
Get your armour saves.
Okay. So
Only AP4.
when the camera's on, I roll well. I like this.
Let's look at their.
What? Have you given them upgrades?
Yes.
So that they can overwatch.
Yes.
I didn't know
It's only
that.
strength 5 or under weapons.
Okay. How many 6s do you want?
I wanted 8.
Okay.
I only got 5.
Bring
That's
those
3 wounds.
weighted dice again.
No,
I did.
you bought the unweighted dice.
Multi-assault in...
No,
6
you're
actually.
in.
So, end of the assault phase, I managed to wound this once. Twice, taking a glance and a penetrating, and all I've been able to do is shake it. And the other one did explode, caused a wound on a crisis, and that was all. So, yeah, I'm on 2 points. So it's 3-2, but still quite devastatingly against me. So let's go into turn 2 for the Tau. I predict
Riot.
3 points in this turn.
So you were off by 1 last turn. Let's see how many you're off by.
So, can you guess what these guys are going to do?
How many did you say? 3 points.
3 points. Ian's moved his piranhas up. One of them failed a terrain test, has lost a whole point. Everything else have pivoted around to take a better angle of shooting.
He's super-y.
Oh, and the Riptide is Superman. He's supercharged.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's see what you do in the shooting phase. So at the end of the turn through 2? Only turn 2. Turn through. Terminators, I've gone down. A tactical squad member has gone down. The scouts are falling back. The bike squad lost another one. And that was it, really, for this turn. A lot of concentrated firepower, but you did get an extra point. So how many points are you on this turn?
This turn I'm on 1. Altogether I'm on 4.
Okay. I got predicted wrong again.
It's because I concentrated everything on the Land Raider. I didn't do anything to it.
Okay. So now we're going into turn 3 for the Space Marine. Movement has finished. Tactical Marines have moved over a little bit. Commander guy has got into the Land Raider because he's scared.
Don't know why. He's like...
Yeah, but you've got a lot of marker lights. You've got a lot of marker lights in your army. Army. Bikes have moved forward. Scouts have gone into the trees because they're scouts. And Tactical Marines over there has gone behind the building. Oh yeah, and a Dreadnought came in with plasma stuff. So we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. Hopefully I can get some points. So, end of the shooting phase. Ian is tactically looking at the board. It helps in a game like this to look at the board. I gained a point. I managed to take down this tank, but I've also managed to do lots of little wounds. I wanted to kill them all, but I didn't. Lots of little wounds there. A few wounds off the Riptide. One of those has been destroyed. That's all I can really do at the moment in the shooting phase. It's going to be the assault phase. The Tactical Marines are going to assault that one on top there, and we'll come back to see if they can actually... And with that, they managed to glance it to death, and it's another point. So at the end of my turn 3, Space Marines are now on 4 points. Tower on 4 points, but let's go into their turn 3. Okay, so movement has occurred. Crisis teams have split up from each other. Broadside and Commander are advancing forward, as was the drones and the piranhas there. And that's about it, really. So we're going into the shooting phase. Let's see how much devastation can be done by the Shooty Tau army.
How many points?
How many points are you going to get? 3. No, 5. So, end of the shooting phase. Ian did not a lot. How many points did you get in the shooting phase?
2.
2, so that's not bad. You've managed to take a few tactical squads down, kill the scout squad and one of those. I'm going to need a leadership test for them. Made it, just barely. And you've taken 2 whole points off the Land Raider.
And the bikes. I took out the bikes.
And you took out the bikes. The Dreadnought is down to 1 whole point and lost its left arm claw of doom, which is fine. Are you doing anything in the assault phase?
Yeah. He's going to assault your tank.
Ooh.
7.
End of that assault phase, the Riptide has now taken 1 whole point with its smash attack. Failed to explode it. And some of the crisis suits moved around in the assault phase, and the commander moved towards the Tactical Marines. Let's go into Space Marines turn 4, coming towards the end game now, and there's not a lot of Space Marines left on the board. Movement has occurred. The Tactical Marines are moving up towards these guys. The champion of the world has come out and sees the Riptide as its target. Tactical Marines aren't taking nothing, so they've come down towards the commander.
They're not taking nothing.
They'll take nothing. They'll take everything. Should have been what I said. They're going to take everything. Give to them nothing, take from them everything. What movie is that, you guys?
That looks really weird.
Not you, these guys.
Yeah, but all they can see is like your finger.
That's all I am, really. A finger to point at things. No, that's not the word. Give them nothing and take from them everything. That's not the accent from the film. The accent is slightly.
What accent was that?
I don't know. It was meant to be kind of Scottish
Kind of Scottish.
or Irish. I don't know what he is. Do you know who he is?
I don't know who he is.
It's they'll take from them. No, he's kind of Scottish. They wear pants when they go into war. That's all I'm going to say. Let's go to the shooting phase. End of the shooting phase. Managed to kill a piranha, wound one of them, kill half that squad there of fire warriors, forcing you to do a leadership test of
That's a leadership test.
what is it, 8?
Yes.
And you rolled 2 2s because Iain can make his. You bow to the people. Yes, so that's all I've really been able to do. No points in my shooting phase, but it is the assault phase now. So what I'm going to do is charge the tactical marines into that, commander into that, and the tactical marines into your commander. So let's see what happens at the end of this. End of the assault phase. I've done nothing to the commander. I've destroyed a piranha. And then you rolled a hell of a lot of wounds because it exploded and killed 3 of them.
Yep.
And the commander-in-chief whiffed against the Riptide as well. So I'm on 5 points at the end of turn 4. You're still on 6.
I am still
at the start of your turn 4. Yeah. So movement has occurred from the Tau. They're just trying to get some extra points before the end of the game now. So we're going to come back after the shooting phase. There's still so much Tau. I've got 1 whole point on the Land Raider, a couple of tactical men over there, 2 Devastators. It's probably not going to be a tabling, but who knows? I've also got a Dreadnought there. So let's go into the shooting phase for the Tau. End of that shooting phase. The Land Raider is dead, and so is the Dreadnought. Iain is on 8 points. I'm on to 5, and we've just started the assault phase, and these guys have just assaulted. So we're going to go this one, and this one, and then we'll come back at the end. This is one of the worst games of dice rolling I have ever done in my entire life. Let's take a look at what just happened. So we had a Hammer of Wrath, the strength 3. I rolled a 1 and a 2 for the save, so that Devastator squad is done. Bye. Over here, the commander again, with his 4 attacks, managed to do 2 wounds, and Ian's rolled a 6 and a 6 for the invulnerable save. And over there, nothing has happened, it's a stalemate. So, yeah, 2 combats, nothing. How many points are you on at the end of turn 4?
On 9.
And I am on 5, so it is a Tau definite victory. Let's see if these guys can survive to the end of turn 5. End of my turn. I'm completely moving, shooting, assaulting. I've killed the drones, but they don't actually count for victory points. And I've killed the Riptide, but he took 2 wounds off of me. So in 3 rounds of combat, my assault guy took 2 wounds, and you took 2 wounds from me being a Riptide, who's not good at close combat. And these guys drew. So we're now to turn 5 for the Tau. I'm currently on 6 points now. Iain is on, what, 106?
I'm on 9.
9. So, yeah. Let's see if you can table me this turn.
I can't, because they're too far away.
Good. Let's crack on. Movement has occurred. The Crisis team has moved a little bit. They're winning, so they don't really need to do a lot. Why don't you just end your turn?
Pathfinder's going to mark out Reggie.
Let's come back at the end of it. So, we're going into the assault phase, because after the shooting phase, the drop pod has lost its only weapon, lost a whole point, and the most important thing, the Warlord, the Space Marines, has been destroyed by a combination of many, many weapons of the Tau arsenal, and he's now just dead, very, very dead, which gave you quite a few points in that one. So we're going to go into the assault phase, finish off turn 5 for the Tau, rack up the points, and roll to see if the game's the end. How many points do you have, Tau Master?
How many do you have?
I've only got
I've
6.
got 6 on one dice.
Okay, so it's
I've
a
got
draw.
5 on the
Oh,
other dice.
that's different.
So it's 11.
Okay, let's see. Are you going to roll?
Yep, 5. Or 4.
You
Still continues.
Still does continue. Let's go into turn 6. Okay, so that was the end of turn 6. Very quick turn. These guys moved
Your
back.
turn 6.
Yeah, my turn 6.
I'm all turns.
These guys shot and killed one of the crisis teams there. This was another drawn combat. Now we're going into Tau turn 6. Can you do some more decimating damage? End of turn 6. These guys have decimated the Devastators up there. The tactical squad is still there. The commander has killed one of the tactical squads, but they made their leadership test. I will roll now to see if the game continues. It's a 1, 2, and 3. It does not. On a 1, the game is over. The game is over.
So I don't table you anyway because you've still got them.
Game is over. So, handshake of joy for you. So, total points, I had 6. You had what, 11, 12?
They're still falling back.
Yeah, so you get them.
13.
13 points. Now, that's quite a big difference of 7, but I rolled horrendously wrong, and this would have been a much closer game. It was incredible. Iain rolled 5s and 6s galore for life, and when there were morale checks, he rolled low numbers. Iain is very statistically highly average on this.
That doesn't make sense.
People out there will make sense of it. They will decrypt my words. And unfortunately, I was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Now, this is part of the Battle League. In the top 3 of our Battle League is Space Wolves, Space Marines, and Tau. Not necessarily in that order.
I think that is in that order.
This is a big hamper to the Space Marines because they only get 1 point for this loss, and Tau get 5 points for the win. So the Space Wolves are still pretty high up there. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a good, fun experience. We've had lots of laughs with me failing at life. Iain is still trying to remember all the rules of everything.
It's been a long time. I haven't played in like months.
Christmas Cup was the last time we played.
I'm busy doing stuff.
So I'm going to edit this video, pop it on the YouTubes. Please leave a comment, share, like and subscribe. It would be absolutely amazing to get this video up to 1,000 views in the first week, as it is the first one in 2016 Battle Report. We're going to play some more battles over the next couple of days. We will be film 99.9% of them. I've got a few videos coming up for Age of Sigmar as well. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Mark from the Xenoviz channel.
I've been Iain. Goodbye.
See you later. Bye-bye.